Hi Aquarius, welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name is Carol. Aquarius, this is going to be a general reading for mid-month October 2024. And in today's reading, we're going to be doing a check-in. And in particular, we're going to start off by looking at a pattern in your life that is showing up for healing right now. And because it's a pattern, it's usually something that you've seen before. And but a lot of times we just need to bring some awareness to it because we can easily just push it back down and not want to deal with it. And it's very important. Like, I mean, if anywhere to start in your life, it's with your healing is to look at your patterns, because that really brings us to a big clue that has to be dealt with for our own healing. And so that's what we're going to do in this reading. And then once we've established what the pattern is, I'm going to look at what aspect from your shadow is driving or impacting this pattern. Because if there's something that needs to be healed in your shadow, it will keep coming back, keep showing up in our life until we take a deep dive into it and look at it and think, you know, where is this coming from my childhood and my adolescence? So we are going to be doing some shadow work here in part 2. And if you are unfamiliar with the term shadow or shadow work, I'll leave you with a really good video that I've done on how you can face your own shadow. And it's called My Powerful 4-Step Guide to Shadow Work. And it's taken from my other channel called Carol Cares. And on that channel, I have some other really good healing videos for you that I'm also going to link at the end. Probably a couple playlists for you that will be related to what you need to work on in this reading. And then finally, I'm going to ask the tarot for some advice as to how you can begin to heal this pattern that's showing up in your life. And again, this journey is a process. It's not something that's going to happen like that, but you know, we can do it in little increments and little steps. And so the tarot is going to say, okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice here. And yeah, so I guess that's where we're going to begin. I'm going to start off with the Curious Travels Tarot deck. It's a new deck that I've acquired. And so, yeah, you might see me kind of flub my way through that one. And then Tarot Vintage will be the one I'll use for clarification. And yeah, so let's begin. And if any of you are interested in personal readings, I have a link in my description box and also in my comment section below, where I've just added a new one. And there's now, I think, about 7 there that you can go and look at, and different prices. And yeah, the link will bring you right to my Yellow Cardinal Tarot page on my Carol Cares website. All right, so let's begin by asking what pattern in Aquarius's life is showing up right now for healing. And if I can have one card, I've pre-shuffled these decks, so if I can have one card, please, for the pattern for Aquarius. Last part of October. Usually this deck is pretty good for spitting out. Let's see, Aquarius, what's going on here. What card needs to come out for you? Oh, there we go. I'm going to pick these two. Well, I guess there's that one too, but okay, usually I don't want 3. I guess we got 3. We'll deal with this. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Beautiful cards you're going to see. The 4 of Cups in reverse. And I literally I'm not familiar with the pictures as much yet, but so I have to look at the top here because I'm not that familiar. But that's okay. We're getting familiar. That's how I use it. I use it and then I get familiar with it. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so 3 cards here you're dealing with. I might clarify that just like 1 or 2, but which aspect from your shadow is driving this pattern here? What's coming up here in your shadow? 1 card. When I complain that it's not giving me any cards, it gives me 3. Yep, it does. So the Page of Cups here is in your shadow. Wow. And the 4 of Wands in reverse. I say wow because when the Page of Cups shows up, you pay attention to the Page of Cups. And you'll see when I talk about it because it's a big part. And What advice does the tarot have for you to begin to heal this? Oh, I just wanted the one card. I didn't want that. I don't know why I kept shit. I'm going to put that back here. Okay. I don't know why I kept shit. 10 of Wands here. We have the 10 of Wands to begin healing. Because I wanted to clarify it with the other deck. All right. And I probably did that. No, that spit out too at the same time. Okay, talking to myself. All right, so let's clarify this top row here. Maybe one or two cards. The Ace of Wands, the Four Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Let's see what it has. Maybe it's just got this. If it wants to give me the one. And the 10 of Cups. I'll leave that there, and if I need more, I'll pull some more. Page of Cups along with the Four of Wands. Maybe one or two cards here. Four of Wands in reverse. Oh, yeah, the Four of Wands upright to clarify it. And one more. So you got, yeah, the Four of Wands, and then you got the Three of, it was kind of like this, yeah, the Three of Pentacles. So if it was like, yeah, upright. The 10 of Wands. Couple more cards here. That one was sideways. We'll see what that is. It's important when it's the Tower. Ace of Cups in upright. And well, not really sure. You know, okay, I'll put this like that. The Nine of Cups. And one more here. Could end on the 9, but I want one more. It's starting to get hot in here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to read the temperature on the wall. Okay, here we go. Oh, got two. They're kind of like, yeah, I'll say the King of Cups here. And the Nine of Wands. Okay, interesting here. All right, Aquarius. So, what patterns showing up for you? Well, you have the Ace of Wands here. It's in reverse. So, Ace of Wands talks about this direction we want to take our life into. It's a new direction, and it's a brand new, and it's an offer from the universe. It's a gift, and so it's like the universe wants to take you into this new direction. There's something here. It could be, you know, and we're always looking for new directions. I mean, that's how we grow, is to go in to try different things. I know for myself, like, you know, I've started this tarot channel. I have the other healing Carol Cares channel. Just a few things I have going, but it's like I'm always looking for my next step, or what's the next thing I need to do. And that's something where I've been working on my intuition and trying to see if I can, you know, get back in my body, ground, and find out what's my next direction here. And so here there's this new direction here, but it's kind of, it's an offer from the universe. The universe is going to offer, something's coming up here again, but it's like maybe there's a fear to take it because it's in reverse here. There's a resistance to taking that offer. And, you know, maybe you're aware that there's a certain direction you want to go into, you want to do, but there's a fear of going there. And then the Four of Cups comes in reverse here. And if you take a look at this in an upright position here, you have this individual that's sitting quite comfortably on his chair. You know, it reminds you when you were a kid and you sat back in your chair and you end up falling. And, you know, I'm a retired teacher, so it's like as soon as I saw that happening, it's like you tell them to sit up because you know they're going to fall, but they hated being told. But it was just like it's always going to end that way, right? And so this person is quite quite comfortable here, not realizing that, you know, there might be a chance he might fall off his chair, but it's like, nope, I'm quite comfortable here because I don't want to see this cup right here. But it's like, you know, the universe says, you know, sometimes, you know, you think you're comfortable with the 3 cups. I don't want to feel anymore. I'm done feeling. I don't want to go there anymore. And boom, you fall off your chair and you realize there's another freaking cup right there and you got to deal with that one. I mean, that's how this journey goes, right? You can cross your arms for so long, but these emotions will keep coming up here. And this is in reverse. So there really is like, to have this in reverse, it tells me that they're just really defended on your part to take this cup to the point where it's almost become detrimental because, you know, maybe the universe is going to make you push you right, like that chair's going to fall, right? And you got to take this cup. So, you know, there's some real emotions here that need to be felt on your part in order for you to go to this direction, but you're blocking it. You're blocking, well, your ego self is really what does all the blocking. And there is a king here that's come up at the end, but you have these parts of you that will block these emotions, just push them back down because there's just so much pain here and you're just not wanting to look at it and you're feeling quite trapped here. Like this is somebody that's feeling quite trapped and can get away. This is somebody that's feeling quite trapped and feels like, I can't get out of this. Like, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to look at this because I cannot get out of this. Yeah, so just feeling trapped. And the individual can get away, but you know, there's just a really resistance to looking at the fact that, you know, you can get out of this. You really can. And so I'm feeling like this trapped feeling. I haven't looked at these cards so much yet, but I'm feeling it like that. Maybe it's this, we're going to have to look at this pattern of being trapped in these emotions and can't feel them. And, yeah, but there's a new direction here for you. And then here's the 10 of Cups. This is the final card in the major in the cup suit for, you know, the pip cards. And it's like, here's your full range of motion. Here they are. They're right here. They're right here for you. But you don't want to touch them. Just don't want to touch them. So it's like a pattern that's come up for you before where it's like, okay, there's this new direction. It could be a big direction. It could be small. But it's coming up again. You know you need to go into this. The universe kind of wants to take you in this new direction. But this is how this journey works. Before you get there, there's things that are good. You're going to find that things are going to block you. And there's going to be resistance to, like, why can't I do this? Like, I'm too scared to do this. I can't do this. And so there's a lot coming up. You're feeling very trapped. And when you feel trapped, I didn't mention that, it's very much in your head, like you're blindfolded. You imagine that you can't do this in your head. It's so much that you're in your head because that's where it's blocked. But your emotions aren't in your head. Your emotions are in your body, right? But so you stay up in your head, no, I can't do this. Well, no, you can't feel up here. You got to go inwards, right? And so what's the universe? What's in your shadow here? Like, what's going on with this situation here that I presented to you, this pattern that's showing up for you again? Well, here's a page of cups that I said we had to pay attention to. And, you know, it really is this, besides this trapped here, it really is like probably the main card of the reading, and that's how important a page of cups is when it comes up in your reading. And so what is the page of cups and who are they? The page of cups is an inner child, first of all. All our pages, the pages in my deck are inner children. And it's the one that has the cup. So it's the one that has the cup of love. And I call it my love seeker. And this is a part that every one of us has, an inner child that will really wreak a lot of havoc in our life, because this is the inner child, the little love seeker that will call in or do anything to call in these people in our life or relationships in our life because they're just trying to get back to the love they never had when they were younger. And that's why they wreak so much havoc in our life, because we're always trying to get back to that love, and we'll do anything, you know, we'll people please, we will invite people into our space that, you know, we know are toxic for ourselves, and we'll chase after people. And it's just a part of us that needs healing so badly because they didn't get the love when they were younger. And so they continue to chase people, chase the Savior, thinking that there's someone out there that's going to save them and give them that love that they didn't get when they were younger. And so that part of you needs healing. It's sitting here in your shadow, and it's coming up again for you to heal. And but there's a real big resistance here to allowing that part of us to heal, because there's grieving here that has to take place in order for our inner child, any inner child of ours, and in particular the Page of Cups, in order for our little love seeker to heal, it has to grieve. It has to grieve, you know, those people that, the love that they didn't get when they were younger. There's a lot of pain there. And then you have the Four of Wands here in reverse. And the Four of Wands in an upright position, you know, speaks it's usually the beautiful card of victory, like you've walked away from these, you've taken that first step, right? To just walk away from whatever it is. Let's say there was a direction you wanted to go into, and you finally started moving in that direction. But this is in reverse here. And so that tells me that because this page, this Four of Wands here, when you were younger, this page that didn't get the love that they needed, well, they really got off track here. They lost direction. They lost their direction. And it's clarified again by another deck right here, but it's in, and I guess what I need to say, because it's in reverse, yes, you lost direction when you were younger, but then, and then it's clarified by this one in an upright position, which is really bizarre here. And so it tells me that, you know, because it's clarified, so it's like your life became kind of looking for direction now. So with this page here, because these two cards went together, you losing direction in your life, you know, of, you know, this poor little inner child of yours that needed love and didn't get it. So you lost direction here. And then you sort of spent kind of your life was like becoming, now I need to find my direction now, because you explains how you lost it, and now you're trying to find it. You're trying to find this direction. There's so much emotion that's in here with this page here, this trying to find, you know, find the love, find direction when you were younger, when you were very, very young here. Because this Three of Pentacles tells me this card of co-creation. It's very much a card of feeling supported and working with someone else. You weren't supported when you were younger. You needed the help for, you know, to find that love. You were looking for that help. You were looking for that person all your life to try to find that love. Once you lost it, you lost direction here, and you didn't have support. You had no support when you were younger to try to find that, to help you, you know, give you this direction. But the universe is wanting to take you in a new direction here. But that new direction involves picking up that cup and grieving. That's the new direction here. But you're feeling quite trapped, and you're very much up in your head. You're blocked. But there are some big, huge emotions here that need to be felt. And I'm going to say the big, huge emotion is the grieving. the grieving of this little love seeker that didn't get that love. And that's what's coming up for you right now. But I'm going to imagine here that, yeah, you don't have the feminine energy coming up here. But let's look at what the advice from the tarot is now. So how can you, how can you become unblocked and get out of this feeling of being trapped, right? Trapped in these big emotions that you're not willing to feel. The grief here that needs to be felt. This inner child that needs to... And the universe is... Here's the Ten of Wands here. And, you know, it's interesting that you got this Ten of Wands, because that's the end of the pip cards, right? The Ten of Wands speaks of this burdens that we've been carrying. And you've been carrying a lot of burdens because the Four of Wands came up in your shadow there, where you lost direction, and then you're trying to find your way through life, trying to find that love, right? That's what the love seeker will do to us. They'll bring us in a different direction to try to find that love. And this card comes in as the advice from the tarot. It's like, okay, here's the kind of like the end of the row here for you, where it's like you've got a lot of these burdens. You've a lot of burdens trying to find. You're carrying a lot of burdens trying to find your way all your life, trying to get to this, back to this love. And here's the sideways offer here, and the universe says, well, here's the cup again. Here's this cup. See this four of cups over here, that individual leaning back in their chair, not wanting to look at the cup right there. It's coming up for you again. And here's the advice from the tarot. Here's the cup. You gonna take it? Because remember, I wasn't sure where to put it. I'm not sure if it's upright or not. It's like you're wavering here. Are you going to take it? Are you going to go into those feelings? The big feeling of grieving here that needs to be felt? Here's the Nine of Cups. Similar kind of like to this Four of Cups here. Here's this individual that's put all his cups up on a stand here like they're trophies, right? Look at me. Look at me. I'm all healed now. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to. And that's why it's like, this card's like, well, are you going to take it here? Because there's such a big part of you that's going, nah, I don't want to go here. I don't want to feel this. It's like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this healing journey. Fed up. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to feel anymore. Believe me, I've been there a million times. I don't want to feel anymore. I don't want to do it. But if you pull off this blanket here, blue blanket, there's still one more cup to go. You're not at the Ten of Cups, right? Here's the Ten of Cups right here. That's where the universe wants to bring you. See, the universe started off at the beginning with, here's an offer here for you. I'm going to take you in this new direction. I want you to meet your Ten of Cups here. And you're just like, no, I don't want to go to that Ten of Cups right now. I feel like I don't want to. And the universe knows that. Tarot is saying, I know this, I know it. But this Ace of Cups is saying, you know, this Page of Cups here needs to feel, needs to grieve, to heal. And then no surprise that you have the King of Cups coming up here, because behind all of this, and that's why you're sitting here like this and not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to look at this big emotion that you need to heal and get into the grieving, is because you have your ego self. And this is the king. The king in my deck is the ego self. And the ego self will come out when it feels like it wants to protect you. It's the part of us that will shut down these emotions, and it'll take us out of our body and put us right back in our head, because this is where you are right now. This is where you are in your head, feeling quite trapped, not knowing which way to go, not knowing where to go. You're just so trapped. And that's where you were when you were a young child, quite trapped. You did not know where to go. You had nowhere to go. You lost direction. You tried to find it. It was like you were spinning, right? Spinning around when you were younger, not knowing what to do. And these big emotions. And the king is coming out again here for us, and it'll say, okay, we're going to shut all this down. We're shutting all this down. Our ego self is a petrified part. very, very scared part. It does not want you to go into your body, so it'll keep you up in your head. It does not want you to feel those emotions because it's petrified of emotions. It was the part that would have protected you, this little love seeker, when you were younger and said, oh no, these emotions are too big for you. We're gonna shut them all down. And when you were younger, it saved your life, really. But as an adult, you can walk away from this now. Like, you can feel this. You can feel this now. I shouldn't say walk away. You can feel this now. I'm not sure it was upright or not. And then here's the Nine of Swords, you know. The last card I kind of pulled out thinking you might need this one. And this was the Nine of Swords here. This is what's keeping you up at night. Here's these swords right here are our mental energy and our mental thoughts, what we think about ourselves, right? And so we're going to keep spinning up in our head like, I'm not worthy, I'm a terrible person, I don't deserve this, and all these things that we've been told about ourselves that, you know, really made us lose direction of who we really were. And these things that this love seeker of ours really needs to grieve, right? Because I can see here you're very much up in your head. You're stuck up in your head still. And so the universe really is encouraging you here to, you know, we need to get back in our body, because if we're so much up in our head, we're not going to feel. But that's where the ego self keeps us. And so I think a main message for me is, I think you're needing to learn how to ground, first of all. You need to ground so that you can start to feel what it is you need to feel. Because when you ground, you don't become all zen like people say you do. Emotions actually start coming up for you. And when you're grounded, you're going to be able to feel these emotions. But if we continue to stay up in our head and stuck and feel like, I can't do this, I can't look at this, I can't do it, then we won't feel them. But we'll continue to feel this pain, and continue to wake up literally at night. That's, you know, I know that when I'm waking up a lot at night, there's a king that's present. My ego self is not wanting me to feel, and it'll keep waking me up throughout the night until I write and ground the next day. I do a lot of journaling. So I'm going to leave you with a playlist on grounding. And yeah, I think it's really important. And I'll leave you with the reading I did for you in October. So, Aquarius, have compassion for yourself for what you're working through. This is a very difficult journey, but it's the most important one in your life. So take care, and I'll see you in November.